Hey there, greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Hard work can lead to wealth, but it's not the only factor involved. The availability of work itself is important too, because without work there can't be income to save or invest. If work is available, then that doesn't mean that one will necessarily work hard doing it though. This brings us into the question of whether hard work leads to financial freedom. Does work lead to wealth? Poverty and unemployment, on the other hand, go together like a horse and carriage. When one is high, so is the other. This isn't always true. Some nations have managed to reduce poverty while increasing unemployment at the same time, though that's not an easy trick. Still, it shows that work and money are tied together. This question of work and money becomes more complicated in developed nations where work is less and less necessary for survival than it used to be. It wasn't so long ago in the grand scale of history that work was mandatory if one wanted to eat. But with food production becoming industrialized, work is no longer required for subsistence. Largely, work has shifted from work for survival to work for income. Some work is still done because we need the products or services it produces. But increasing work hours are spent doing tasks that are service-related and do not necessarily produce products. Why do we work so much? Well, work builds character, and one needs money to live in advanced societies. Some people work hard for work itself. Others work hard in hopes of achieving their end goals, personal or professional. But work is work, and time spent working isn't time done living. It might make sense to spend more energy on work if one will gain more money from it. But this simply isn't the case. Some jobs pay more because work is harder, but work itself doesn't make work easier. It makes work more unpleasant. One researcher found that nearly half of work productivity can be explained by physical working conditions like lighting and temperature, and psychological factors like job satisfaction. Another study found that work intensity did not correlate with work efficiency. In other words, working more intensely did not work more efficiently. So work doesn't necessarily lead to financial freedom because work isn't always efficient, and work intensity does not guarantee efficiency. However, work can lead to wealth if a job is well suited to the worker and produces enough income to allow that worker savings or investment opportunities. Work can also lead to wealth if work for work's sake turns out to be profitable. For example, work is done aimed at building a business. However, work can't lead to financial freedom without consistent, gainful employment over an extended period of time. For work to pay off, in the end, it needs time and motivation. But work itself isn't the only thing that affects work. Work intensity cannot produce work efficiency, but work conditions can. For example, having an organized work environment can. This is why good work environments are important. They make work more efficient and thus allow for more work to get done in less time. But work efficiency isn't everything. Work satisfaction also plays a role in work productivity. This means that work satisfaction is important if work intensity or work conditions are not enough to make work productive. These last two factors, work efficiency and work satisfaction, are related because they both affect motivation. They are also directly linked to work time because the more distracted someone becomes while working, the less efficient work will be. Distractions are work's biggest enemy because work efficiency seems to reach a peak at around 90 minutes of work, after which work gets less efficient. Some distractions are harder to prevent than others, but work satisfaction can cut down on workplace distractions by increasing focus. Work enjoyment has this effect because it is intrinsically motivating. People want to work when work is interesting. Work is a complicated thing. It's one factor of financial freedom, but work itself doesn't always work for work's sake, and work intensity can't guarantee work efficiency. Work conditions affect work productivity, work satisfaction affects work efficiency and motivation, and work time seems to have a peak somewhere around 90 minutes before decreasing in efficacy. Financial freedom requires work time, work satisfaction, work efficiency, and work conditions. But more than that, it requires a strategy, discipline, and focus on your part. Hey, I hope you liked this episode. Go check out the others, and you'll find inspiring content there as well. And do share and subscribe and make sure you spread the word. Thank you.